Welcome back to the Brick City Show. This is your boy, the Real Charlemagne. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. Got two special ladies today from Jacksonville, North Carolina. They got some upcoming events coming in the community, and they are really excited about, and they have some great stories. First of all, we got Miss Lisa. She's from Jacksonville, and we got Miss Melissa Murphy also on the line. So, Lisa, let's tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello. My name is Lisa Johnson. I live in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I am a nurse, and also I am the chapter president of North Carolina's Lambda Psi Nu chapter, and we're Lambda Psi Nu Beta, and I'm also the national board secretary. I'm born and raised from New York, but I moved to North Carolina 3 years ago, and I'm loving it. Okay. And that's all I got to say for now.
So hold on, before we get to Melissa, what is your organization? What is the basis of your organization?
Okay, so Lambda Psi Nu is a nursing sorority for LPNs. We are owned, run, and managed by LPNs, all the members. In order to be a member, you have to be an LPN. And that's just it. Our goal and our incentives, our motto is caring, compassionate nurses who care for the community today, tomorrow, and always. And we believe in giving back to the community. We believe in we want to work with the community. We try to bring health initiatives along with that because we are nurses and healthcare is our profession. So that's what we love to do. We like to make sure that when we're doing something out there in the community, as well as volunteering and doing community services, we're also bringing health issues to light and making sure our purpose is fulfilled.
Great. I appreciate that. Explaining, what you guys was about. Then that way it won't be no misinformation, somebody trying to assume it's somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you put it out there. All right, Melissa, Miss Murphy, how are you?
What up? How y'all doing? Well, Charlemagne, my name is Melissa Murphy, and we both would like to say thank you for allowing us to invite us onto your show.
Absolutely, yes.
So I am also a member of the one and the only and the greatest of all nursing sororities, Lambda Psi Nu.
I told you, her energy is infectious.
I like the energy, right? Yeah, it's a lot of energy.
So also I am originally from New Jersey, represent Stand Up, Trenton, New Jersey. Okay. Moved down here to North Carolina, and I about 3 years ago. I think it's about 3 years, right, Lisa? About 3 or 4 years ago. And me and her, we actually linked up, and we were talking about doing something great in the state of North Carolina, trying to make an impact, empower people. We both were nurses, and wanting to do something great. And then found out about Lambda Psi Nu, joined, and then from there, we were just like, you know what, we're gonna put Jacksonville on the map. So out of Lambda Psi Nu, also ventured off and started doing some things under my ministry called Melissa Murphy Ministries International, where we empower women. And it started off empowering women based off of life circumstances that most women go through that they don't talk about. Yeah. Then it ended up being where men started to be involved. So it's just basically encouragement, faith-based. And like we just did a women's empowerment conference just not too long ago here in Jacksonville, North Carolina at Circuit City. It was wonderful, awesome.
It was
planning
amazing.
on doing some more. Looking forward to our next community venture, which is the back to school, giving back to the community. So we're excited.
Awesome.
Moving and shaking.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So Lisa, she gave me a little bit of, a little synopsis of why she came up with the backpack event. So Lisa, can you share that story, if you don't mind, about, you trying to receive help and, just jumping through hoops?
Yeah, sure. No problem. It's real simple. I don't like the idea of walking into a school and going in there, you already down and out, feeling all bad about being the type of parent that you feel that you're supposed to be, no matter how great you are. When you have to go and ask somebody for some help because you can't do it, it really makes you feel like you are just not being a good parent, even though you are the greatest parent that you can be. So it really, really bothers me that, I've been in that position where I needed help, and I didn't want to. I felt embarrassed to walk in that school when you're already feeling down and out, and you have to walk in that school and sit there and watch the people who are expecting you to be the greatest, and you're coming in there asking them for help. And then they're looking at you like it's almost like a judgment when you're doing that. So I said, well, I know we live in a community where there are plenty of parents out here who ain't gonna go to that school and ask for help.
Right.
So why don't we put something together where the parents can come anonymously, get what they need, go home and be the great parents that they are without feeling embarrassed.
Got you.
Listen, and even low income doesn't even have it's not even a status anymore. Like you know how people would think poverty was just for low income. Listen, everybody low income. Okay, the way the economy is going right now. I mean, at one point in time, you used to think low income would be like, well, I'm making like $200-300 a month and I can get the little Section 8 type stuff. No, people are struggling. Gas prices is high.
Every day.
A piece of bologna is too much. I can't even make me a pork roast sandwich. I'm just saying, a book bag here, there with some supplies every now and then. Okay. And the thing about it is it irks my soul. It really does. And it's sad. When people need help, why should it be a status quo of who can get help? That's not fair, So to me, it's like, if you have it, give it. Because it's going to come back to you,
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and there's other organizations here. There's organizations here that are doing back to school supply giveaways, but they're dedicating it to either a certain school or just giving it to the school district. But they're not really getting out there to the people who are afraid to ask for the help that they need.
Right.
Because there's a lot of working parents out there. There's parents out there that bust their butt day in and day out just to put food on the table, and they just don't have that extra to do what they need to do to get those supplies. And school supplies are expensive.
Yes.
The list of teachers be given is like a mile long. Right.
So when is the event? So we could go ahead and put it out there.
Okay, so we will be holding our Land Aside New, hosted by Melissa Murphy Ministries. Back to school rally.
Yes.
And it will be August 6th, 2022 at Georgetown Park here in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Right.
What's the physical address?
Oh goodness. That I do not know.
It's okay. I have the flyer, and what I'll do, I'll just share it and put the physical address on the info. So if people that's listening can actually come in. Because some people may live in the surrounding areas, because Jacksonville is a large community.
I got you. Georgetown Park's address is 260 Georgetown Road in Jacksonville, North Carolina. 28540. Okay. Be there or be square.
On point.
Yeah.
So on that day, what else you guys are doing that day? So we, people have a little insight of what's going on.
Well, you want to?
So what time we starting, Lily?
We starting from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be a DJ and music, food trucks, vendors of all sorts, as long as they're family friendly. And we are working on putting together activities for the children when they come out, so that they're not just standing around bored out of their minds. And we're gonna.
You ever heard of Jacksonville Soul Steppers?
Yes, Jacksonville Soul Steppers will be there.
Okay. Yeah. I know, like I was telling Lisa, I said, a guy from, my hometown, he has a barbershop there. But other than that, I don't really know a lot about Jacksonville.
Charlemagne, what you mean?
Look,
that means you gotta make a special appearance. That means you gotta make a special appearance, and you gotta do something live. You gotta do a live interview.
Yeah, I mean that'll definitely work. But yeah, I've been to Campbell's Room down there a couple times, but You know, I was in the Army, so, you know, I try to stay away from them, you know, those
So you
people.
stayed in Fayetteville.
Look, y'all know how that Army Marine thing go. But I
Yes,
mean,
the
but you
Army
know
Navy,
what?
all of y'all.
We all know the umbrella, you know. That's just a little chest sticking out thing, that little testosterone start kicking in. We start talking about
But
that thing.
it's all love. It's all love.
Yeah. But
I don't
definitely
know. You
all
ever
love.
see them get at each
try.
other? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely gonna send some people out. But Melissa, so your ministry, let's talk about that for a second.
Absolutely.
When did you establish your ministry and your, like you said, I know you touched on a little bit. So what event occurred to make you want to say, hey, I need to help women? You know what I'm saying? So what happened?
So I was going through, I was married to a minister, and I'm going to keep his name nameless out of respect. But, you know, us as women, when we get involved in relationships, we push ourselves to the side. We push ourselves to the back burner because we want our man to be great. So it was a lot that was in me that I held back, and I stopped, you know, I stopped becoming myself just so I can be a support for him or be there for him. Excuse me. And, you know, we were married, and, you know, everybody goes through their relationship issues. And, you know, I was one of those ones that was like, no, I'm gonna fight for my marriage. I'm gonna be there. You know, I'm one of those ones also as well that, you know, no matter what, right, Lisa, I'm a ride hard, don't ride and die, you know, even though it's clear picture of you need to leave. And long story, I went through a very bad breakup with a divorce, and it definitely needed to end. And out of that, it's just like, do I trust God for him to be able to keep me going in life? You know, because most people, when they go through divorces or they go through a breakup, you know, they go through depression, they go through low self-esteem, and all the things that I went through, even while I was married but still separated, I didn't start to speak about until we divorced. And they were like, I never knew you were going through that. Like, I kept it so I wore a mask, you know, and it was a great poem that somebody wrote about, talking about the mask that we wear. And it was no more time to hide myself, you know. And I said, if I'm going through this, I wonder how many other women were going through what, you know, I'm going through. And I actually was bold enough to out myself on Facebook. I kind of shared my little story, and it was like, boom, it was around football season. It was the Super Bowl. I would never forget it. And everybody shunned me. It was like crazy, because you would figure church people, if they find that, you know, your husband is cheating on you, they would be like, oh, you know what? Or, you know,
no,
I'll pray for you, or just hope that you.
They want you to hide the truth.
Man, I got kicked in the butt.
Melissa, that's a whole nother show. We're gonna have to bring you back for that one. Look, because that's a whole nother show.
Listen, I need you to come on. I need you to come on Candles and Conversations, because that's my show. I need you to come on that one. But yeah, out of that, that's what birthed Melissa Murphy Ministries. Basically going through life experiences and sharing my story, and then just encouraging women that they can, you know, keep their head high, keep the crown up. And even the kings, they go through things too. It's not just the women. So
true.
But yeah.
And that's what I was about to say. I was like, you know, I had a conversation with someone yesterday about relationships, and when you're in a marriage and you actually want that marriage to work, like you said, you're gonna lose some of your self-identity being a male or a female. If you actually trying to mesh and make that marriage work, you're gonna lose yourself within that, because you're gonna compromise a part of yourself to mesh with an individual.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. So it works both ways, and I totally agree with you on that. You know, and like I said, some individuals, like you said, if they're not built to allow themselves to like you said, allow themselves to be open and to allow themselves to be transformed, to be Play-Doh for it. Look, if you use the word Play-Doh.
The biggest healing part is when you actually forgive somebody who doesn't think that they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I even said, I forgive you and I forgive her, because she knowingly knew you were married. You know what I'm saying? It'd be relationships like that. And then you're still preaching, you're still going to church, rapping, preaching and rapping, and you taking her. I'm like, yo, for real? Like, all on Facebook. It was just so open. So I said, you know what? Okay. At some point in time, as the woman, right?
I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back. Let's go back to the book bags.
Yes, Charlemagne, you gotta stay kid friendly. You gotta stay kid friendly. This grown folk after dark conversation.
Let's make sure she's not hiding one of the book bags that y'all giving away now. But
listen,
but you know what, Melissa, I'm glad that you see, and this is the thing, you know, and I applaud you for this because, like you said, you allow men to come into your ministry and heal as well. Because sometimes us as men, we don't want to seek help. We don't want to. Yeah. We want to stay strong throughout everything. Yeah. So I'm glad you opened that door for individuals, especially in the military term, because we're taught not to express ourselves. You know, we taught to be robots. So I'm hats off to you, kudos to you. Now let's get back to this book bag thing.
Yes.
Hey, before we go left, well, look, but I'm gonna definitely have to have you back, Melissa. But
absolutely,
Lisa. But you know, with you know, with your story, you know, I could attest to that because I had a family member that had to live, you know, that lived with us, and it just so happened I was very active in the school. And the school counselor came up to me and told me and said, hey, you know, you guys could qualify for this because you're helping out a family member. And, you know, we was paying, we wasn't thinking of it. We was just like, we was just buying his uniforms and, you know, things of that nature, just out of us being who we are, you know, at that time. And the counselor said, hey, we could purchase the uniforms, we could purchase some school supplies, you know, for you guys, because you're allowing him to stay with you guys. And you know, that's a lot of things parents don't know sometimes. You know, you'll talk about the shamefulness of it, but sometimes they don't know that the school actually has like a closet and they have a pantry for those kids that don't have, you know, and a lot of people don't.
And they're not going to advertise it.
Right.
They're not going to tell. So if you don't happen to know the counselor or the social worker at the school who's going to say, hey, we got this, we got that, and this, that, and the third, you're never going to know.
Exactly.
And if you don't ask, you're not going to know. And how many people feel comfortable enough to walk in that door and ask?
Right. Not many.
Not many at all. So what's happening with all those supplies that they get? So what happens to all those supplies that they get? It's just gonna sit there and collect dust because it's so many people, or it's gonna go to the same people over and over, the ones who know about it, that know that they can come and get whatever they need. So now they get extra because they know that they can get whatever they need, while there's other parents out there suffering to the ninth because they're afraid or they don't want to be judged.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right here though. I used to think that, you know, they asked for all these paper towels, that the teachers was bringing them paper towels home and they was keeping them for their personal supply. But then my sister, she's a teacher, and she used to be teach for special ed, and she was telling me how even the supplies that we bring in as parents, it's still never enough. So how they're coming out of their pockets, and they don't even make a lot of money just to meet the needs of the lessons for the year. And that hurts my heart. Like, how are we going to send our kids to school it's like they're not even being effective at what they're supposed to be taught. Exactly. You know? So it's like, who are we really coming against? The district, you know, or our tax dollars? But again, that's another topic for another day.
Look, we got this lottery, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know. But like I said, that's a whole nother topic. You know,
it is.
I have a lot of family members. I got family members right now that's principals and, you know, assistant principals, and actually
I used to work in the school. I used to work in a school for special needs children. And we had some kids that would come to school, and let's just say I went in my personal pocket to supply clothes for a child. And I became that little girl's family, and I dressed her for prom every year that she had to go to prom, from the first one to the last one when she graduated. Because in that school, they go to school because they're special needs. They go to school until they're 21. So from 14 to 21, I made sure that that little girl was taken care of for prom, and we made sure that she had whatever she needed, including food, because they had to supply their own food. We fed that girl. We did everything for that little girl, and other children in the school too. It didn't matter. We became their family. So yeah, I get it when teachers ask for extra supplies and all that stuff, because there are many, many, many children that need help. And the parents ain't gonna come. And I can tell you from experience, the parents ain't gonna come there. That little girl's parents, in the whole, all those years that I was there, never once did I ever meet the parents. And I wasn't looking for a thank you, and I didn't get one either.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's good from your heart. Speaking of hearts, I know you guys are taking donations. Can you give your information for the donations, your Cash App or Zelle, whatever? How you taking up donations?
We are asking that people bring supplies to the event, and we will distribute them at the event to whoever needs it. And as far as cash donations, my Cash App is Lisa, Lisa Malachi, Malachi, $ Lisa Malachi, Cash App. I prefer supplies over cash right now, because then we got to go shopping for the kids. Right. But donations can be given to my Cash App, and that's $ Lisa Malachi. Melissa, tell them your Cash App.
Listen, it's not even just donations. Listen, donate your time, donate your talent. You know, because again, this is a community event. So even as a parent, you coming out, hey, what do you need me to do? Being hands-on, boots on the ground, just having more bodies present, just seeing the kids smiling on their face. If you could be a clown, be the best clown you could be for the neighborhood for that day. You know what I'm saying? So homie the clown.
Oh my God, not homie. Not the homie.
So you know, me being me, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send y'all an Amazon gift card, $50 to kick off the donation on behalf of Brick City.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna do for y'all. That's what I'm gonna do for y'all. So then you could go, like I said, I know sometimes they have package deals where you can purchase the bags online.
I already got stuff in my cart.
You can stuff them. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do that on behalf of Brick City.
Big ups to Brick City.
Brick City and Charlemagne.
Brick City followers. Y'all follow in Charlemagne footsteps, and y'all go ahead and step up.
I challenge everybody out there that's listening to this to at least donate $50. I could do it. You could do it. You know what I'm saying? Donate $50, or like you said, if you're in the area, that weekend, they close to the beach. Hey, just make a stop in. Support it, then go on to the beach and spend time with your family and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And for those who got to fly in, it doesn't have all the information you need, you can contact myself at 203-942-8867.
Yes. And then Melissa Murphy Ministries, my Cash App is $ M Murphy Ministries. And my number where I can be reached at is 609. Yes, I still have a 609 number. 609-325-8743. Again, that's 609-325-8743.
Hey, look, and the people in the memo, people put the donation, because we know how Cash App try to do us right now.
Yeah.
They try to tax you.
Put donation or send to friends and family. Friend to friend. I'm gonna have all you guys' info in the bio. So when they click on the show and see the show, they'll actually be able to see you guys' Cash App and all that good stuff. And I wanted to be a successful event. I'm gonna, like Lisa, I told you, I'm gonna reach out to my guy that's there. He's a Shriner. I'm gonna try to link you two up, so maybe you guys could collaborate on this event as well. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
and shout out to our sister, our Sora, Patty Green, for bringing us to you and bringing us together.
Look, Patty, good person. Like I said, I've been knowing her for a while through just Facebook, Instagram, and it's like I was telling you, she lived probably 5 minutes from me, but I never met her in person. We just talked on internet.
Wow, that's how it's like with radio personalities like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool, man.
There's a North Carolina famous DJ that live right here in Jacksonville.
Okay. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so in closing, Lisa, I want you to give somebody some words of encouragement. Just to anybody, just toss some words of encouragement out there.
Oh, okay. Well, first and foremost, I want anyone within earshot or visual shot to know that if you feel that you want to show up and come and collect, we're out there for any and everybody. We don't have any particular guidelines or rules or regulations for anyone to come and receive a gift from us. Now, with that being said, I want everybody out there to be encouraged and to go in through life and keep your head up high and always know that there's always someone here who loves you.
Got you. Appreciate that. That was heartfelt right there. Melissa, hold up. Man, I had to leave Melissa for last, but I already know I might have to bring out the closing song for her. I know. Like they had to do Puffy off last night. They had to pull Puffy off the stage last night. That's how we're gonna have to do her. Go ahead, Melissa. Let's hear it.
What?
Let's go ahead, Melissa. Let's get there.
Listen, this too shall pass. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. This too shall pass. Troubles that you might be going through right now, tomorrow, we've been made endure for the night, but joy will always come in the morning. Never, ever give up. Keep pushing, keep prodding, keep your head to the sky. That's it.
Wow.
Made it short and sweet, to the point.
Hey,
Jesus
I appreciate it. Look, now, you know what? I was just joking with you, Melissa. I like your energy, because people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's like people, unfortunately, Black women get a bad rap as it is because you're too aggressive, you're too this, you're too that. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are heartfelt. You're trying to do something positive.
What the people out there don't know is we're tough because we've never had a choice to be anything other than what we are. We had to be strong. We had to be tough. We had to be rough and rugged on the outside, no matter how soft we are on the inside, because that's what life made us to be. That historically in this country, the Black woman has always been the woman who had to be the strongest.
Right. Yeah,
listen, it also this is crazy. People might think me and Lisa, we've only been together for 3 years as far as friends, but you can never ever tell that, because here's the thing that kept us together. Real recognize real, and not only just that, iron sharpens iron. So the strength that's in Lisa never ever, if I ever had a down day, I always had that friend, which is Lisa, I could call on, and she'll be like, sis. So that's what you need in your corner. You always need women that will always be quick to want to build you up and not tear you down. One that is not jealous of you, not envious of you, and that's the real queen, So I'm thankful for my corner. I'm thankful for my circle. And that's all it is. When you get your downtime, just know, like I said, it's never going to last. It does not last always. And you keep your circle with you, keep your faith, keep staying prayed up, and just know that all things are possible to you that believe. That's it.
Amen.
That's it.
I need to pass the collection plate on that one.
Listen, stop it.
I'm telling you.
Pass the collection plate on that one. But yeah. Hey, look, I appreciate you ladies. Look, I know you guys are busy, but like I want to just go ahead and get this out here, to everyone, and because it's important. And Lisa, when you told me that story, it was just like I had a wow moment. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you my first year or two in the military was tough. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you ain't making no money. I already had 5-6 kids going to the military. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
yeah, whole basketball team.
Is that E1, E2 pay? That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
how you gonna make it? Where's the help that you need? And when you work, nobody wants to help you when you working.
And Toys for Tots was my friend. Toys for Tots was my friend. They made sure that kids had gifts with for the holidays, and then, you know, Thanksgiving, it was organizations that gave us turkeys, and that's why I
We'll
said,
be looking to do some stuff for the families out here at Thanksgiving and Christmas too. We'll be looking to collect donations and pull together the community for those events too.
yeah,
It's not just today. This is an ongoing thing. We want to really start bringing the community together. Like I said, we see people doing stuff in pockets around here, and if you don't know who to know, you don't know that the pockets are even there. So we want to just bring everybody together, and if everybody want to join us and bring their organizations into this and get together with us, we are more than happy to do that, because we're not here to compete with anyone. We want us to bring the community
People's
together.
Coalition.
And we want it to be where it is the community taking care of the community, not the government taking care of us.
Right.
We take care of our own.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. And I'm definitely going to be sharing this out, and you guys share it out as well, you know, because like you said, I think I just want to be a successful event, and I want you to have more bags taken home than you give out. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have some left over, because, like I said, I want an overabundance of people, but like I said, I want the donations to be there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, once again, salute to both of you ladies. You know, salute to your organization, because, you know, like I said, I feel like, Lisa, you was already doing it, but I think this organization pushed you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Just talking to you.
It did.
And
Listen,
Lambda
Sanu has changed me for the better in so many ways. This is just one of them. In so many ways, it changed me for the better.
And I could just tell that in you, because I was like, you had it in you, but then they gave you the structure to say, you know what, I can do this. And shout out to your organization. So that's
absolutely.
That's a blessing. And like I said, I look forward to talking to you guys later. You know, in a year, you know, like I said, Melissa, we definitely gonna connect, because that topic is definitely a strong topic. I want to touch
absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Charlemagne, we also want to just give some information out there as well. If there's any nurses that are in the North Carolina area, there's opportunity for them to also join the sorority as well.
Okay, cool.
So just reach out to Lisa so they can also be a part of that as well.
Yes. Any LPN, anywhere in the country, international, it don't matter.
Okay.
Lambdasignu.org. Lambdasignu.org.
And you just have to be an active LPN.
Yes, licensed practical nurse, vocational nurse.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool. All right, got that. Well, like you said, salute to you ladies. Thanks a lot. You know, I'll be in touch. You know, I'm gonna follow up with you. Like I said, I'm gonna send you that Amazon gift card, and then you know, but and people, until next time, you know, don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, everywhere that you can listen to a podcast. I'm there. Look me up by the Real Charlemagne as well. I have another show coming out. It's going to be catered towards veterans. It's going to be called Over and Out Veteran Podcast. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And like you said, until next time, this is the Real Charlemagne signing off. Hey, I know I ended the show, but before I really end the show, I want to thank everyone that participated in the Father's Day giveaway. You guys, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow the instructions, and I really appreciate that. And shout out to everyone that won, and shout out to everyone that didn't. Maybe next time, you know, hey, just keep it coming. You know, I'm gonna do those every so often. So be sure to participate. You know, if you can. You know, it's just a good gesture from me to try to get back to the fans out there, the supporters, everybody else. You know, and show some love to your fathers. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of times, as I said earlier on the show, you know, Black women get a lot of heat, but Black males get a lot of heat as well, you know, and real fathers need to be recognized anytime possible. You know what I'm saying? So shout out you guys for supporting. And like I said, keep an eye out for the next giveaway. So until next time, this is the Real Charlemagne.
signing off for real this time. Peace.